It's been nearly 48 hours since Hamas's political chief Ismail Haniyeh was assassinated in a strike at a building in Tehran. But how exactly did his killing take place actually still remains a mystery. What is also unknown is how the killing of Hezbollah military commander Fuad Shukr will affect the region as a whole. Now, the Hezbollah chief Hassan Nasrallah is warning that the group is bound to respond to the Israeli aggression where they've killed Fuad Shukr. He said that the deaths of Shukr and Ismail Haniyeh has meant that Israel has crossed yet another red line and that Israel must expect rage and revenge on all fronts supporting Gaza.
The enemy and those who are behind the enemy must await our inevitable response. There's no discussion or argument about this, and the days and nights and the battlefield will prove it.
Now, on the other side, the beleaguered Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu has said that the state of Israel is prepared for any aggression. Listen.
There are challenging days ahead of us. Since the attack in Beirut, threats have been heard from all sides. We are prepared for any scenario and will stand united and determined against any threat. Israel will exact a heavy price from any aggression against us on any front.
Now, adding a new dimension to the Haniyeh killing, a New York Times report now claims that Ismail Haniyeh was killed by an explosive device that had been covertly smuggled into the Tehran guest house where he was staying. The New York Times report has further cited 7 Middle Eastern officials, including 2 Iranians and an American official, and according to the Middle Eastern officials, the bomb was reportedly hidden nearly 2 months ago in the guest house where Ismail Haniyeh was stationed. Now, the guest house is run and protected by the Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps in an upscale neighborhood of northern Tehran. The bomb was detonated remotely once it was confirmed that Ismail Haniyeh was inside of his room at the guest house. The blast also ended up killing his bodyguard. The conspiracy theories are flooding the internet. A photograph of a damaged building in Tehran has been doing the rounds. The building is a 6-storied structure in the upscale neighborhood of Zafaraniyeh in northern Tehran. Now, one corner of the building appears to have sustained damage and the other is covered with a green cloth. The report suggests that this is in fact the same building where the Hamas leader was killed on Wednesday. Haniyeh was reportedly put up in this building after he attended the inauguration of Iran's new president and a meeting with the country's supreme leader. The building is adjacent to the Sadabad Palace, which is used for government ceremonies. Although Iran and Hamas have announced Haniyeh's death, accusing the state of Israel of killing, they've given few details about what exactly took place, and there have been no reports of other injuries or collateral damage. Israel, on the other hand, has neither acknowledged nor has it denied responsibility of its hand in this assassination. Now, Iran's Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps has said that it is investigating the circumstances that led to the strike, and it will release a full report on the assassination later in the day. Now, the Iranian media has reported that Ismail Haniyeh was staying in a building of war veterans and that an airborne guided projectile hit the structure at about 2 a.m. on Wednesday. An unmanned Iranian source said that Haniyeh was killed by a missile and that it had been fired from outside of Iran. However, the Israeli media has a completely different take. The Israeli reports say that the projectile was fired from within the country's borders, and according to the same report, the Palestinian Islamic Jihad militant group leader Ziad al-Nakhla was also staying in the same building but on a different floor, but he was not targeted. Now, emerging reports have in fact come as a huge blow to Iran's security reputation. Remember, the strike has come at a time when Iran wants to project power in the region. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.